Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Stellaris, where, in case you missed it, the Unbidden is no more. I still have a very large fleet. I did put up a poll in the last video that didn't really get much in the way of a response, so I'll repeat the question here, which is, what are you all interested in seeing me do for the remainder of this series? Because I was under the misunderstanding, I thought that there could be more than one in-game crisis per save, but that is indeed not the case. So while we do have some attempts to gather some borders here, like we do have a colonization ship that is actually just starting right here. There we go. What's going to end up happening here is that we need to start thinking about, it's a gablor again. Apparently that's like our favorite word. But what's going to end up happening is that we have a few options here. We could target someone like the Natraxi homeworlds or a different fallen empire. Maybe the Verilev Continuum. The only problem is we're part of an alliance right now, and they probably would not like me taking it on. On the other hand, we do have a few blobs that could be threats, like the Combine here. More likely the Cartel of Aston, which is one of the few AI opponents that is still listed as superior to me, but only because of technology. Their fleet power is equal to mine. On the other hand, our great Mythfell Imperium is inferior. And in fact, they're rivals, but not currently at war. So I have a feeling that it could be the cartel. It could be we take on a fallen empire. We kind of see where this goes. So where do we really start to continue here? We do have a few things in our situation log. We do have particle lances that are researching. We do have increased border range, which is researching, which is all good. We still have a few things that are bugged, but we do have probing aliens, which our scientists like to gather test subjects from the native civilization, so that's good. Alien species procurement. This was something that'll be fixed in the 1.2 update when it gets released, mainly because border access is a lot easier to get, like right now. If we go to this planet, the Athlete Compact will absolutely never give us border access. We need to do that. We'd have to pretty much crush them in a war. But of course, they are allied with the Cartel of Aston, so we don't want that. So let's see here. We do have some unemployed. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to go through my planets that I have and kind of fix up some stuff right now. So let's go ahead and do just that. It looks like we're pretty good on energy for now. But I think I'm going to keep building some energy here. I could probably, in one of these spaces, actually build a... getting a little bit of save building here. Let's go ahead and cancel this. We'll actually put down here. Don't know why they were not working the tile that actually has something on here. So special project completed. A job well done. The Yushama have finished the scientific mission of the Ashen Collective, sweeping the low ground all night. Shuttles from the science ship EMP pulses disable primitive combustion vehicles used by the natives. Documents were sedated and collected while away from Team's acquired samples of dissecting some of the local cattle. Our mission appears to have gone largely unnoticed by the population, despite a few reports of unexplained lights. In an incident where one of our shuttle crews deliberately used our thrusters to create a circular pattern of the crop field, they've been reprimanded, so that's nice. But another thing that we can do here is actually build. We do have a few things that are available. I could build a frontier clinic just to try and help the habitability of this place. That actually may be more important, but we have lots of upgrades that we can do. We have a lot of minerals available. So, by electing to go for some larger home systems, we may be, in fact, giving ourselves good things here. So we have an unemployed person again. Our pops are just popping up. And we may end up using some of our resources a little bit faster. We don't really need a science lab on society research, but we'll give everybody the benefit of actually making them feel like they are doing their part. Alright, so there's Schlurg, which is probably fully upgraded. Hythea, which is definitely fully upgraded. Until we get such points where there is a higher level of research facilities and stuff that we can do here. Like we have too many planets now. So Gablor, let's go to you. You were never meant to be part of us. You can be... I hate how it's always like Gabbog, Gablor system. I really need to download some mods that change some of these things. So the Gabbog sector, which is all the way over here, it does not have a governor. We're just going to add you and you. And we'll put Light's End in there as well. Just give you a few more resources. And we're still not actually abutting this place right now. I'm hopeful that our actual border here... Oh! We'd rather terminate our ambassadorial project at this point. That is not good. And these guys are getting more and more upset.
Construction complete.
And we can suppress media or bribe leaders. That's not going to do a lot. So we have... Where are you guys right now? You guys are just hanging out back over here in our own space. Let's at least get you like down here. That way we can make sure just in case something nasty decides to come up. We do have another scientist here. Do we not have a lot left where we can research? We have one that's researching, assisting research in Hythea. Do we have any other things that we can do? I feel like we had a probe project. Sublight probes. Well, where are they? Did I not finish this? I thought I did. Stop tracking. Alright. So they somehow ended up in the middle. There was one planet that had something to do with probes. Some of these things where you play from the pre-release to now are definitely changing. So this is where I'm saying as well is that we have... Right now what we can do is try and really spread ourselves really, really hard. I'm just trying to get some colonization here. Like, we have another arid world. I don't need to be clicking all the way down here either. But like, who can we send down here? 80% habitability. The Ultra Zaccharin, which I believe off camera I found some Ultras over in here. Yeah, there's Zaccharin. Let's see, if we build from a spaceport here, a colony ship. Okay, I thought we had some Ultras here. Apparently, we have droids. Too bad we can't have an AI uprising. Which, I've heard that the AI uprisings are honestly one of the tougher things to have to deal with in the game compared to the other crises. So we are actually going to have to go planet to planet and just figure out which one of these has the ultra people on them. Well, those are humans. Silly humans! You are subjected to us now. We can do it this way too. If we look at our planets, we can check out by pops here. And if we look down, eventually we will see. Look at all this population. I haven't actually checked my demographics in a while, but we have... I'm not sure if we're still the majority or not. Strange as that sounds. Like, we have a lot of athletes under our banner, and they seem to be loyal to us. So there's Zacharins, Ultra Zacharins, and Zacharins on Jim Godard. Wasn't I just here? Apparently not. Alright, colony ship. We want you guys with Arid here. We'll actually go ahead and build 2 of you. I don't even, we'll build 3 of you. And we could do for something that's a xenophobe, we could do spiritualist xenophile. I think that's what we have been doing, that's fine. And, wait, we just had a war deck. Who's the cartel going to war with? I don't think it's with us. We'd have a different notification. Who are they at war with? The Tazikian State and the Comet... Whoa. So, you guys are dead, you guys are dead. So they are blobbing out. So this may be our next target, and that could be pretty interesting. So really interesting, by the way, guys, that you all are just hanging out, not in orbit of anything. Oh, well, we'll get to that later. So let's see here. Surface. I think we need to upgrade you a little bit. Yes, these are all upgrades that I neglected, and you may say to yourself, well, why are you worrying about this now? We're going to end up building like a fleet that just absolutely crushes anybody who could be coming. I guess that's kind of the goal in a way. Let's go ahead and build a mineral place here. We've got more than enough food. But yeah, our Othethi brethren have been a good backbone of building here. We can actually get some of these tiles cleared too. So that's good. All good things. Don't really need engineering research as much, but we got it. So lots of little bits of housekeeping. Just pointed towards the question of where do we go from here? Is there somebody we need to shoot? The answer is probably yes. So what else can we do here? We're not super starved on minerals. I actually can build a Bethanian power plant. Let's do that. We'll build a power plant here. Or power hub, that's fine. Farm here. So yeah, there we go. We're not doing so bad now. And now I have all these extra tiles available, so nice to have big worlds. And we just lost Globach, who was actually our unoccupied scientist. Our research is all still going okay. I actually really want to see what our borders are going to look like. We can't actually colonize any of these places. We can colonize here. I guess one thing I want to know is, do we have anything available that's finished building? It's really hard to click on for some reason. Okay, 60% habitability, 80% to food, that's fine. Do we have any other good arid places that may work out? First off, I kind of want to see our demographics. Yeah, this is really interesting. The Ashen are still a large chunk of population. That's good to see. The Othethi are still a pretty big portion of it, and even the humans have spread out a little bit. So that's just fascinating. Alright. Just fascinating. Let's see, anywhere else we can build. We're doing all this just to get our fleet cap up. And colonize down here. We actually have a lot of colony ships available. That's pretty good. Arid world. Because the more we do this, we want to be getting to 100 fleet cap as fast as and eventually as we can. This is a terrible planet. Let's send you guys. Terrible planet, but hey, you escaped your history of slavery, right? So arid world. Look at all these arid worlds that were just here in our system this whole time. So do we have anybody who wants to be part of an ocean world? It's really interesting, I guess, in a way that we don't have like Gaia worlds and stuff. I've had other games that are just teeming with them. So we'll put humans here. 60 is good enough. I wish there was a better tile, but at this rate, we're just looking for coverage. Like, it's really interesting to me that we do have tropical colonization, I think. And they are actually rebalancing the wheel. You're not going to have as easy of a time just colonizing and recolonizing based on all this stuff. So you guys are going to continue to be pissed. It's okay. Tundra World. Where's the spare Tundra World here? Alright. Once again, not high priority, but... Oh, it's a terrible Tundra World. Let's colonize it. With you guys. So, once we get all these colony ships out here, maybe, just maybe, we can spread our borders a little bit. More arid worlds. Alright, 70 versus 80. It's actually a pretty good sized planet too, and I need to actually be redistributing the wealth here now. So do we have anybody else who can do this? You're moving, you're in orbit. Let's get what places I need to start. Because we need to definitely enrich our sectors a little bit. So is there anywhere else we can send these silly humans? Like right here. Tundra World, 80%. Now, I wonder who we could send over here. Do we have anybody that's left? They're moving. Zero habitability. Alright, so if we spaceport here. Like I said, we're going to be spamming some colony ships a little bit. But we do want to try and have them be a little bit similar. So, society research is done. Borders there. Ministry of Benevolence. Ethics divergence minus 15. Don't care as much about that. Navy capacity is interesting. Biolabs are interesting. Let's see if we got anything else. Like, I do think this is a good place to colonize so we can expand our borders. And we finally reached into here, so we just need research now for ocean. Interestingly enough. And we're still not here, but I'm not too surprised by that. So I guess that means we keep our stuff available. I'm going to ditch one of these science ships. Not that we really need it. So let's go to our sectors real quick. Planets. Wish I could kind of undo opening all these tabs. Now, if I were really min-maxing and doing very well, I could have very large sectors and have a fewer governors just going over them, although there are issues where if you make sectors that are exceptionally large and full of planets, it slows down the game, so we don't want that. What I should be having is governors on all kinds of places here, but my influence gain is incredibly slow. So they're doing good, they're doing good, they're doing good, they're doing good. Everyone's just so profitable right now. Isn't that great? Yeah, we can keep investing in these places and they're just gonna spend our minerals like happy little bees. To a point. That's pretty good. Maybe we don't even need to tax them as much. It's too bad that we're not getting some influence here, but one of the ways that I can definitely reduce my influence, Gauss Cannon is okay. Mining network, mineral silo. Ugh. Do we have anything else down here? It's interesting. These are all lower tier. Well, maybe not the Stormfire autocannon, but crystal infused plating. I think I have something better. We'll do mining network. Like, I want to wait to do my next series of redesigns until we get the particle lance up and running, but that's not going to stop me from maybe building a few things here. Since we have the minerals. Like, I do need to actually adjust some of what I have here, but
research complete.
Like, let's take a look real quick at our ship designs. Like, we do have disruptors and torpedoes. You know what we haven't done yet? We haven't actually designed ships that use the matter disintegrator too much. So we should definitely get on that. Because that is definitely an upgrade of a weapon, especially over stuff like this. So, Reckoner. Let's get to you in just a second here. Society research done. Resettlement cost, colony development speed, those things don't matter. Form Federation, food +5, amoeba flagella. It's maybe the only other thing I'd think of. We'll do leader capacity. Alright, so let's go to our Reckoner here. Our Reckoner is not a very impressive ship. So let's change the beat a little bit and just make this strictly a ship of matter disintegrators, and then we'll put a bomber on it as well. What does auto-completing look like? We need better hyperdrives. We actually have crystal forge plating too, which is pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that. So, oh, missing scientist. One of the scientists working the observation outpost orbiting Cagney has been reported missing. He was taking part in a covert mission to collect plant samples for plant service, but did not return. We have been conducting a limited search. Has not learned of the natives, but we need to keep up the search. I don't think situation log has been updated, so we have our first matter disintegrate. Oh, scientist found dead. We have finally recovered a body of a missing scientist on Cagney. Or made of it at any rate. Looks like he fell victim to a large indigenous predator, and unfortunately lost to our science team, but at least the locals still oblivious to our presence. So lost personnel adding 12 months, giving -10 society output. Alright, so let's see here. The Reckoner has been upgraded. Let's build some Reckoners. Technically, these are not cruiser things, but oh man, look at how expensive that is. And look, we're actually back to losing a lot of money. Funny how that works out. Let's fix that in just a second. So some cruisers here. Let's see, we have too many planets. Why? Okay, you're not part of a sector. You need to be. Which sector is it, and does it start with Glab? It does! Glabor. With 2 R's. I'm sure to the natives this feels like totally natural. Alright, so finish there. And look at that, we've gone from minus to plus. Just like that, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So, Governor Ryblog is dead. And that's weird. We actually... Okay, this is the one that we had actually unearthed. Alright, so resource storage full. Back to full energy credits. After a brief period of not having full energy credits. Oh, a little bit interesting, I guess. But I do, like I said, I do want to wait for the next big redesign, which is 31 months away before we get Tachyon Lances. We can at least see what some of these cruisers look like. So we got some Reckoners coming. We have used a lot of minerals for this. Let's hear. How big a blob's going to make? We have a 30 blob. Do you all need to be upgraded? I think you do. So let's go ahead and upgrade this fleet. And we will merge you guys. Because this is... We have our big blob and our little blob. Alright, you guys need to be upgraded. I guess that's why I split them all up before. Alright, so you guys are going to be 7,000 and we'll make you all just a little bit stronger here. Let's go ahead and upgrade you and you. Won't take too long. So you are a bunch of corvettes. Our Shrike class corvettes using medium armor plated things. We could definitely upgrade these designs too.
Construction complete.
Especially if we have to take on somebody with superior technology. So maybe that's something for a different episode, because right now
Construction complete.
they're making me a little nervous. They don't want to have embassy anymore. Their war ended. Did they destroy anybody? No, it doesn't. Well, they took one planet. Uh-oh. Bobek Lastrik Task Force activates. Reconnaissance footage from our observation post above Bobek Lastrik has confirmed the construction of several new military bases and radar facilities on the planet's surface, all under the control of supranational anti-alien task force recently founded by them. We are seeing an unprecedented level of cooperation between their nation states, and our abduction flights are now being routinely intercepted by atmospheric fighters belonging to this force. Despite our technological edges, sheer numbers have enabled them to bring down several abduction crafts. Oh boy, it's XCOM! And we are the good guys. This will impair our aggressive observation activities. So, guess what, guys? Early space age, you're going to learn to not like us, are you? So, that's going to work out pretty nicely. So, if we're not going to get this area, we can probably delete this and get some influence back.
Construction complete.
So, the big thing is I want to get Zir, and I'm just not sure if I can. But I do need a little bit of influence income right now. So let's see, we got a space all the way over here. And this area actually hasn't been fully scouted, so that's a little annoying. Yet we can colonize, so that's a plus.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Alright. Where else can we colonize? Like right here? Tropical world, arid world. I think I saw some arid supers that were available. There we go. So we do have victory conditions online for different things, but we'll see. Arid world, that'll be all right. So that one's moving. That one's in orbit. So that one just finished. We'll put you down here. So any other tundra worlds that look promising? Because right now we've taken on most of our space that's available. Continental world, arid world. It still would be nice to be able to cut some of this to kind of take a look. Like we could grab all these resources, but there doesn't seem to be a great incentive to do it. Alright, well we have some colony ships that are still like available. Like we have an Arctic world, an ocean world, a tropical world. Yeah, this is just like the yellowest Class G star ever. Though this planet's a little bit of a hellscape. And we don't have the right people to put on it. This one. Ithea actually needs to make a colony ship. So we can have people from the motherland actually colonize here. And then what's this one? 60% habitability tropical world. We don't have anybody that can colonize. We can make a few at Earth. Like, I'd rather not continue to use the Athalids or the Othethi. I don't want them to start overpopulating the rest of the area here. So where's Sol? Sol, which used to be such a bright, shining gem. Earth, which had such interesting story point to it early on, has kind of faded into the distance here. Will give us your militaristic, idealistic youth. People made from monkeys. And look at this. They're all not like super happy, but they are progressing. And we have engineering research done. So mining network 5. Don't really care about battleship yards. Don't really care about autocannon. Antimatter missiles are a waste, so this is easy. Alright, so we still have lots of things building. We have lots of little upgrades that we can make. And once we're done with this research, we'll have a few more upgrades we can make. Like, as if we weren't mineral capped enough at this point, right? Well, we have a bunch of planets. Right now we're losing minerals because we have a bunch of planets that are not in sectors that are actually getting colonized. So we can fix that right now. What's here? Suit Rephold. You're all the way down here. Manage. Yeah, sector, you just got managed. Here we go. We can give you this stuff. And then where's this planet? All the way over here. Who do we give you to? Like, this is the weirdest, like, little squiggly line of a sector for Escog, which I still remember, like, the bad bug that I had before at Escog, but we're gonna make it. I think. Alright, yeah, I want to make sure we didn't accidentally take this planet and give it back. Because we want this system, which they are going to actually change how this spreading and stuff works too. Why do we not have, like, stuff built here? That, like, definitely should have happened centuries ago. Actual centuries at this point. Oh well. And is this in our borders now, is I guess the next question. Maybe soon. Whoa, we're actually spreading all the way over here. So if these guys were still our enemy, it'd be a different state. But they are our friends. They're our disloyal friends. And because of the way this game works and the way they've patched it, it's going to be a ridiculously long time before they actually ever join us. So what we want to see here is our research to be able to eventually get to where we can colonize this. But I think we're pretty much at time. Like I said, not everything is going to be war. Not everything is going to be taking on the Unbidden here. But I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. All right, 55% habitability. Not great, but enough. Hopefully the sectors will deal with it. So let's see. With a lot of our military building here, I wonder how big of a stack this is going to be. We lost another leader, and it's Admiral Reglor. Oh no. Such a war hero, and now he's gone. So we'll have to see who else is available. In fact, we got to have somebody available. That's not bad. I like sensor range, and I like Trickster. Not that I expect to have to retreat very often from fights, but it's a nice option to have.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we do have a colony ship here. Let's see.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much at time. It's just mostly at this point building up the fleet cap, getting all those things together. So let's go ahead and colonize. We have humans available. Silly humans colonizing these worlds. It's alright, and we'll actually add that to the whatever sector that is, the Zarti sector. But yeah, that's it for now. This is Asher.
Colony
We are just continuing along with Stellaris, where things are not so bad right now. Right now we are firmly and squarely in the lead, even though we're having to deal with a few bugs from earlier on in the game. I'm curious about where the save takes us, because I think we're not quite at a point of stasis, but if we look at like the fallen empires, they're still overwhelming. Their naval capacity is equivalent to us, but their fleet power is still superior. So if I had tried to duck in on them and go after, what's their capital name? Go after Cradle, which is a Gaia world, then we'd have some serious issues. Then again, I could always try and get my buddies over here to do this. How are they? They're superior to us, but their fleet power and navy's equivalent. Maybe they have something they want to fight, because right now our fleet's doing okay, but we're just gaining resources hand over fist. And that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. But that's it for this one. This is Asher with more Stellaris. Thanks for watching. We have helped rebuild up the home front, which is pretty cool, other than some of our factions which are kind of pissed. And abandoned terraforming equipment. Pretty good point to leave this on. So we'll end this here. Since our initial settlement, we found something that models little world of this type. Our scientists suspect outside tampering. A few of our colonists have stumbled upon a large underground terraforming complex that was built thousands of years ago. The equipment was apparently deactivated in the middle of their terraforming process, leaving the moon's biosphere in its current unfinished state. If we supply enough power, we should be able to get it. But who built this so we could do resume process or dismantle the equipment? We'll save that for next time. Thanks for watching. This is Asher with Stellaris. Take care.